Your Honor, I treated this man like a husband, where I would get up in the morning.
I didn't treat her like a wife, Your Honor.
Every morning to take him to work,
I didn't treat her like a wife. I'm here to basically get my stuff back from Mrs. Hough.
Yes.
How we met was I was cutting her hair at the barbershop that I work in. You know, I was living with a girlfriend, you know, slash fiance that passed away.
Oh,
I was kind of distraught from that. She offered that I can come live with her and split the rent 50-50.
Did you guys have a relationship? In other words, he's saying, you know, you were just roommates. Was there a relationship?
Your Honor, we actually, Kenneth and I started becoming intimate in July of 2019.
We had sex. It was sex. That's all we was.
It was sex.
It was sex.
But no romance.
There was no intimate. We had no relationship. And it came to a point that I was talking to my family members, and she got upset for some reason. So I walked out, and when I walked out, I got upset. So I calmed down, and when I decided to come back in, I wasn't able to come back into the residence.
How much was the rent?
I don't know what the rent was. I just gave her basically like $750 a month.
And you stayed, you said, for how long?
I stayed for about 6 or 7 months.
So you stayed for about half a year, and you got into an argument over something, and you left in a, pardon the pun here, in a huff. And when you wanted to come back to the house, you're saying you couldn't get back in?
Right, I couldn't get back in.
What do you mean you couldn't get back in?
When I tried to come back in to get some items, the top latch was closed on the top. I had the key to the residence, but the top latch was...
Did you ring the doorbell and say, hey, it's me?
No, I knocked on the door, and when the door was slightly open, because it still was ajar, but it couldn't all the way open up.
What did she say when you said open up the door?
She didn't say anything, Your Honor.
So where did you go that night?
I had to go to my family. I had to call my family to come pick me up, which lived like 45 miles away.
Were you in a relationship with her?
No. No, we were roommates.
So you
we were friends.
You were roommates, but you weren't like romantically involved.
We were intimate.
Your Honor, I treated this man like a husband. I took him to work. I would get up in the morning.
I didn't treat her like a wife, Your Honor.
Every morning to take him to work,
I didn't treat her like a wife.
I would pick him up from work in the afternoon. I washed his man's clothes. I cleaned his room.
Yes, she did. She did all of that. I didn't ask her to do none of that.
I treated him like he was my husband.
I was at work from 9 o'clock to 9 o'clock to 6 o'clock every day. Okay, so I didn't ask her to do that.
What I see from a distance is you both were and are looking at this in a different way. Margaret, you have seen this more as a relationship. You had more romantic feelings or hopes about him, and he was looking at it as you're his landlord, your roommate, but he was never looking at this as he wanted a relationship. But the lawsuit, I'm not here to be your advisor in terms of what your relationship will turn out to be. When I look at the lawsuit is he's saying, I'm not living there anymore. I want my stuff back. And can I just come by and pick it up? And for the life of me, I'm looking at two adults here. Why can't he just come in without saying, well, I had the latch on? I mean, this is several months later. And in all these months, we can't figure out, you two can't figure out how to get his stuff back?
But matter of fact, Your Honor, I have some of Kenneth's things here today, and I'm happy for him to have them if he wants them.
All right.
Can I show you these items?
Yeah, what do you have here?
This is just some softener conditioner that he had. Here's a loofah that Kenneth left. And here's a bottle of like Pie cologne that Kenneth had as well. And as you can see, Your Honor, I cannot use these items.
Those are the little things. But what about the bike? And I mean, the items that I saw in these pictures are pretty significant. I mean, they're expensive items. I'm not talking about his toiletries.
And Your Honor, and he's welcome to have those things. He can pick them up today when this proceeding is over. I don't want Kenneth's things, and I've been trying to tell him to come get them. I'm trying to get them out.
This is the second time. This is the second time she's saying it now.
Shh.
This is the second time
you said at one point you put it in storage.
Oh, yeah, Your Honor, I have to say that I was frustrated at that point when I said that. But the things are still sitting in the property in the same room where Kenneth left them.
This is the seventh time she said that I can get my stuff. You know, if I would have gone and go get my stuff, she would have changed her mind and stopped me from getting my stuff again. That's the reason why I kept on,
Okay.
you know, now this is the reason why I'm coming to court, so I can make it official. So if she decides to stop me from getting my stuff, then it can be some circumstances that she had to deal with.
On your countersuit, I've heard your argument. On your countersuit, Margaret, you are suing and say that you want to be able to rent the place. You believe he owes past rent, emotional distress. Even though there's obviously a lot of emotional stuff going on here, the legal part of this case is real easy. He's entitled to get his property back, period. That's his stuff. He's entitled to get it. There is really no excuse that he hasn't been able to get it yet, because a lot of these things turn out, frankly, not to be the truth. And so I am now saying, I am ordering that his stuff has to be returned to him, and the countersuit is dismissed.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Thanks for watching. Now please approach the bench. The way I look at it, you have two options here. Option A, watch more Judge Jerry. Option B, watch more Jerry Springer. The choice is yours. Now get out of my courtroom. You have more clips to watch. And don't forget to subscribe.